Wow. Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. I put the live stream together, like I put it all together like 40 minutes ago, and price had hit 61,000. So I put it in all the you know titles and in the description and everything on this live stream at 61,000. Come back. I had to change it to 62,000 and it just hit 62,500. Bitcoin is pumping hard. Hope everyone is taking advantage of this. Hopefully, they're not listening to the perma bears out there, just like in 2022 when we were going through the major bear market of 2022. Hopefully, you weren't listening to the perma bulls either, right? We want to be on the right side of things. In the bear market, 2022, we were shorting bounces. In the buy the dip season, we're buying the dips for the most part, and maybe take some swings here and there on the shorting lower time frames back in here, but not really since back there. So let's dive in. Bitcoin up 9%. Welcome back, everyone. Good morning, market snipers and $62,000 Bitcoin. Javier, welcome back. Doge up plus 22%. Wow, we're gonna have to take a look at that. Yeah, it was breaking out a handful of days ago, a few days ago, or a little bit more. We'll take a look at it though. That's awesome. Javier, today is nuts, and retail is not even smelling this. Printers are not back either. I know, right? Well, officially they're not back, right? But behind the scenes, uh, you know, they are spending a lot of money. So I don't know. It just seems like they're not officially back, and it could pump it even more, but doesn't really need it, right? The printers have been off, and one of the things that we've been showing is Abercrombie and Fitch going parabolic, right? A clothing brand that does not have a 4-year halving cycle, does not have ETFs, does not have any hype train behind it, and ANF is going parabolic, right? NVIDIA is going parabolic. So that's all. That's a lot of for the narratives. It's all for the macro experts out there. But we trade the charts individually, and we trade them what we see based off of the charts first and foremost. At least I do, right? And the market steppers do. Dank Raids, good morning. Welcome back. Emilio Aguilar, good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Emilio. Welcome back, Lawrence. Welcome back. Alejandro, buenos dias. Good morning, Alejandro. Bitcoin pumping and pumping hard. And the title is, okay, yeah, we know Bitcoin's pumping hard to $62,000, but could altcoins pump even harder next? Yes, it's possible, right? If we've learned anything, altcoins do pump harder. They're smaller market caps. Smaller market caps can pump harder. Doesn't mean all of them will. Doesn't mean they will, but some of them will pump harder than Bitcoin, just a matter of time. And then, of course, also the Bitcoin mining stocks. They were up, they were down, but it's just a matter of time. I believe that they're lagging time-wise and could be an incredible moment. Let Bitcoin shine now. Bitcoin is shining. Bitcoin is doing all the heavy lifting. Bitcoin is pumping 62,700. Woo! Good time to be a market sniper, right? Good time to be alive. Good time to be a market sniper. It's awesome. Tank rates. Markets pump in anticipation of lower rates. When lower rates arrive, markets already in correction. It's usually a lagging indicator. Yep. And even when the rates get lowered, some assets will continue to pump, right? Doesn't matter. Some of them for overall generally, yes, right? That will matter. But there will be some assets, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's XYZ asset, some will continue to pump, and we will look for, there will be a bull market for any type of asset out there. We will be looking for those, right? If we were not shorting, back into the bear market. So we will see. Daber Sagistum, Daber. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. If not, I apologize. Good morning. Welcome back. Matt Thompson, welcome back. BTC having a Abercrombie pump. we hoped for this, right? We've been talking about the Abercrombie and Fitch pump since early January, so almost 2 months now, and we'll show you that chart. Let's just take a look at it. Bitcoin hasn't done anything yet compared to Abercrombie and Fitch. Remember, this is the former all-time high of November 2021. We talked about this. We covered it. ANF went ultra bullish on the monthly chart and took out the former all-time high, right? And then went parabolic, right? We've been talking about this for 2 months, right? It was back here. And here it is. Bitcoin is flipped ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Will it take out the all-time highs or close right around it, right? Also, it did that back in November 2020. So we've been comparing both NVIDIA, Abercrombie and Fitch, aka ANF. We'll just call it ANF. So ANF, NVIDIA, and Bitcoin former all-time high, right? So you got the November 2020 candle. We've been talking about it before it flipped orange, right? We've been talking about it, especially on the all-time highs. Took out or very close to all-time highs of November 17 when it flipped ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Woo! Talked about it on the 12-minute video. I laid out all 3 paths with monthly fractals on that 12-minute video that I posted a couple days ago. So if you want to take a deeper dive and see those 3 fractals, go take a look at that video. We did that a few days ago, right? So we already did that. So we're watching this move. We're watching this move, former all-time high, went ultra bullish at the same time. Coincidence? I don't know. It's all lining up very similarly. We talked about this could be a path for Bitcoin as well. I put this fractal, I put the ANF fractal, and I put the former November 20 Bitcoin fractal all on that Bitcoin video. So let's circle back to Bitcoin. Let's take a look at it. 62,800. If you like Bitcoin, if you're invested in Bitcoin, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and there's so many opportunities out there. We're going to dive into it on this magnificent Wednesday over here. Tesla John, let's get those likes up. Yes, Tesla John, I agree with you. I thank you. You are a smart person over there, Tesla John, and I appreciate it. When Kia, oh, I still got the Kia. I'm holding on to the Kia. Ollie, good morning. Welcome back. 4K mods, I want to wait until BTC cools down and maybe alt season starts. What do you think? Dot and Solana. Okay. Well, we're going to let Bitcoin do the heavy lifting. There's a couple charts I'll show you Bitcoin dominance, and we'll continue to watch altcoins individually against Bitcoin as well. Some of them were looking to break out, and then Bitcoin just took back over, right? So it's Bitcoin's party for now, and then eventually altcoins are still pumping. They're still up 2, 5, 6, 4, 22% if it's Doge, right? According to Javier, we'll take a look at it. We got a lot to cover today. Let's get going. So remember, let's drop down the weekly chart. Longer term target 5 has already been hit, former all-time high, right? In the coming months, we could see price all the way up into $100,000 Bitcoin if it follows a similar path to November 2020. If it follows a similar path to ANF, we could see price up in the ANF target 1, right? If it follows a similar path to NVIDIA, it may take 6 to 9 to 12 months to kind of play out. We take a look at it from the monthly chart here. Let's do this. From the monthly chart here of flipping orange, 1 to 3 months to hit ANF target 1, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months to hit ANF target 2, right? So a few months to hit ANF target 1, possibly, but it's hit 3 of the ANF targets. We put on these ANF targets way back here at $500. We added this target and this target, right? So we didn't just put it on yesterday, right? We have the halving in April. We haven't even had the halving yet. November 2020 didn't print an orange candle till after the halving, like 5 months after the halving. But I've talked about this in the past. One thing I have talked about in this past, if it wasn't for the early 2020, big market crash and Bitcoin dropped, 72%, right? We all know what happened early 2020, right? If that did not happen, this cycle would have been a lot more bullish in my personal opinion. But it was a huge move to the downside. It was a 72% correction to the downside. Took a little bit. As you can see, it took a little bit of time to like regain momentum and then pumped hard after that. We didn't have that big type of correction there. So this time seems like it's more bullish than it was back in here. And now it seems like we're back in November 2020. So I just want to kind of point that out and remind, we've been talking about that and covering it. So right now, longer term target 5. The next milestone is taking out the former all-time high. And then if so, we could see monthly candle closes beyond, right? Beyond. Everyone's hoping for a pullback, right? Everyone's hoping for a pullback. And the last pullback was 38,500, and it's just taking off to the upside. That is Bitcoin. It's up 9.5% today. It's crazy. Let's keep going. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum has hit longer term target 4 on Bitcoin. I added longer term target 5. If it gets up in a longer term target 5, oh wait, I already added the ANF targets. I already added the ANF targets. Woo-wee. We're talking about it back here. We're talking about it. Hey, Bitcoin has hit longer term target 4. What if Ethereum hits longer term target 4? Boom, hits longer term target 4. Boom, here we go. Ethereum. What if Ethereum comes back and hits up the yellow band like it did back in 2021? Price is at $7,426. As you can see up here, $7,426. ANF target 1 is a confluence area about 7,400. ANF target 2 up here at $10,000 Ethereum. Let's not think about that yet. We're on longer term target 4. The next target milestone is longer term target 5. Then possibly take out the former all-time high over there. Woo, woo, woo. Up 7% today, almost. All right, let's keep going. Let's turn off these yellow and blue lines over here. We don't want people to get too hyped up. We want to stay focused. Ultra bullish on the weekly chart for Ethereum. DOT up 3.5% today. Hasn't even flipped ultra bullish yet. DOT has not even hit longer term target 1 similar to Bitcoin yet. How are we doing? Is everyone smashing a like? Is everyone subscribing over here? Let's go over here and let's share this. We have some viewers over here. Let's share this on all of our social media feeds over here. Help me, help you, help me. I would appreciate that. Let's comment on it. And let's do something like that. All right, boom. All right, let's get going. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Here we go. The last weekly buy signal on DOT. We put out videos on this. We talked about on the live streams. We posted Twitter, X app, charts nonstop. We posted it in Discord. Here we are. It's making its move. $8.67. The first longer term target that Bitcoin hit. DOT would be in the middle of it is about $15, right? We haven't even hit longer term target Bitcoin target 1. Bitcoin just surged 63,200 as we're talking about this. DOT is sleeping. 4K mods. Yep. For now, it's Bitcoin's party. Eventually, it'll be DOT's party too, right? In my personal opinion. Gert Jan Tenhove, welcome back. Good to see you back. BM Bitcoin, where can I get the orange candle indicator? Yeah, if you go over to Market Sell and you got the services over here, we talk about the 2 packages. You got $29 a month or $290 a year. Save 2 months, 17%. Sharpshooter package, if you want to take a deeper dive, get both indicators. $79 or 30% off with $660 per year. Next steps, don't forget once payment has been made. And then I talk about the Discord. I talk about the Sharpshooter candles 3.1. I don't talk about all of it, but I do talk about a lot of it. And then a little bit about Sharpshooter RSI 2.0 over here as well. So Hope that answers your question. BM, Solana to 200, then Lambo. Javier, MicroStrategy to $1,000. Wow. Yep. Wow. Wow is right. Wow is right. All right, let's keep going. DOT making its move over here, 3.75%. Woo! Sand is so early. It's so early on some of these, potentially early, right? You have to zoom in. This is Bitcoin longer term target one, up at $2, right? Up at $2. You had a buy signal on the weekly chart back here. Looks like a macro higher low. Just hit breaking news. Breaking news. Sand just flipped ultra bullish on the daily chart and just hit shorter term target 4 over here. We're going to smash the 4th target. We hit it. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. This is awesome. In real time, Sand is crushing shorter term 4th target out of 4 targets. We put this target out back here. We talked about it. We covered it. It was starting to flip back around after an amazing correction, right? Amazing 38, call it 39% correction. We talked about it could start to be flipping back around. The bottom could be in, had 2 candle close back above. Then we had a pending buy signal. Then we had a buy signal. The targets were already set. It's starting to flip ultra bullish again. It was flipping ultra bullish yesterday. It played around with flipping ultra bullish yesterday. I pointed that out, and now it's ultra bullish again. We're up in the shorter term 4 target 4, and then we haven't even flipped ultra bullish on the weekly chart yet, and we haven't even hit longer term target 1 over here. From current price to the middle of that target is still 250% move. It could be insane season starting in the near future. But right now, it's still Bitcoin's party, and the altcoins are just living in the shadows. Not all of them. Near has flipped ultra bullish on the weekly chart. We talked about this already on previous live streams. Woo! Here we go, right? Here we go. Longer term target 1's already been hit. We talked about that back here. Longer term target 2 is up here at $8, up 3% today. Mana is making its move on Mana, right? Mana, aka Decentraland, had that first weekly buy signal back here. Looks like a higher low. Was breaking out of this downward trend line, and hasn't even hit the longer term target 1, similar to Bitcoin, yet. Algorand, aka Algo, longer term target 1's up here, up all the way at 68 cents. The 200-week moving average is at 57 cents. It is bullish on the weekly chart. It's bullish on the daily chart. Mana is ultra bullish on the daily chart. We talked about it yesterday, and so on and so on. Let's keep going. Solana starting to make its move. Had that buy signal a couple of days ago, and it's starting to make its move. Remember, longer term targets 1 and 2 have already been hit. This is longer term target 3. It just missed it at 126. And then longer term target 4 is up here at about 169-ish on Solana, up 7%. The weekly chart has flipped ultra bullish again, right? It was ultra bullish, consolidated, and it's been teetering with flipping ultra bullish again. Cardano up 6%. Cardano is up 6%, and it's flipped ultra bullish on the weekly chart again. It's currently up at 66 cents. Hasn't even hit longer term target 1 at 90 cents. These targets have been on here since the bottom. These targets weren't just added, right? They are on here since the bottom at 25 cents. We talked about it was a buy signal on the daily chart back at 25 cents. We are covering this way back then, right? Chainlink is bullish on the weekly chart. Is it 1 longer term target so far? Longer, and it's trending towards hitting longer. Remember, none of this, obviously, none of this is financial advice, right? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you when to buy and sell. I even had people post in the Discord, when should I get in? When should I get out? When should I buy? When should I sell? That's not the purpose of the Discord. The Discord is to show you how to hunt yourself. It's show you how to fish yourself, how to snipe the markets yourself. Yes, I post timely charts. Yes, I show you all the details. Yes, sometimes I drop liners of what I'm in and what I'm not in, and you can pretty much figure it out because I'm posting it on a regular basis, right? But none of this is financial advice, and it's not a copy trading service. Nowhere on the services page does it say this is a copy trading service, right? It's not a copy trading service. Uh, I want you to figure out how to do it yourself and to have the plan laid out before you ever risk money. Because if I stop posting one day or I'm not here one day, you won't need me. You won't need an influencer. You can learn to do this yourself, right? So with that, chain link up 6%. Let's keep going. Matic weekly chart is bullish and is breaking out of target one and is trending upward. MicroStrategy $1,000 is ultra bullish, and I posted today on the Twitter X app. It took out the 2021 high here, and it has not taken out the all-time high from February 2021 yet, right? Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome back, Caesar. NASDAQ is flat today, just to kind of mix things up. Still flat today. Has not hit A&F target one yet. If it did, that'd be crazy at $20,000, above $20,000, right? But has not hit it. Is currently flat today, in my opinion, because it's only 0.4%, 0.13 on SP 500. Dow Jones flat, Russell flat, DXY flat. We can get through those quickly. U.S. 10-year yield still bullish but flat the last couple of weeks. VIX up 1%, but still bearish on the weekly chart. For the VIX, 1.34% is flat in my opinion. Gold flat, silver flat. Does anyone care long term? I own precious metals, the physical, not the paper. I own it, and I'll trade it on Forex, and I'll trade it on futures. But does anyone care about buying physical gold and silver right now? It's so much easier to buy spot Bitcoin on your phone, right? It's so much harder to buy physical silver and gold. Yes, they can ship it right to your house, but the problem is you got to go through a broker, and the broker charges high fees, right? So it's hard to buy and sell physical silver and gold because you have to go into a place, or you have to have them ship it directly to your house, and they charge a massive fee on it. It's so much easier to buy digital assets like Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. Bitcoin dominance, right? It never hit longer term target 4. Will it? It's possible, right? Was on this long-term upward trend on Bitcoin dominance. We're switching gears. Yeah, we switch gears quickly. Bitcoin dominance back on this uptrend, and could just be back testing the trend line. Could also regain it. Hit 3. This is target 2, I believe. Target 3 was right about here. This is longer term target. Yeah, longer term target 4 over here. It has never hit longer term target 4 that we laid out at the bottom, but doesn't mean it couldn't. It's back up to almost 55% dominance. Pretty crazy, right? What a move. It was looking like lower highs were getting put in on the daily chart. Then it looked like it found support, possibly put in a higher low, and now it's just pumping on Bitcoin dominance as of right now. Doesn't mean it couldn't be a double top, right? Something to pay attention to that we'll continue to watch. I'm okay with Bitcoin pumping hard though, because sooner or later the Bitcoin mining stocks will pump hard too, in my own personal opinion. Never a guarantee. Sooner or later the altcoins will also pump even harder than Bitcoin, in my own personal opinion. Never a guarantee, right? But right now, let Bitcoin pump hard. Let Bitcoin play, and hopefully everything else will follow, right? NVIDIA, flat today, still ultra bullish, has hit 3 A&F targets so far. BABA, let's get into A&F, still above A&F target 3, right? A&F is above its own 3 targets. HUT is still not even bullish on the weekly chart. HUT is up 3% today. Let's look at the daily chart. Hut is bullish on the daily chart, right? We've shown these charts over here. It's hit 2 shorter term targets out of 4 so far. Came all the way back down, a low, a higher low, a higher low. Had a buy signal on Monday. Closed back above the trading dots. Trading dots are green. Broke out of the downward trend line. Came back tested again today, the trading dots, and starting to push back up. Is bullish. Not as bullish as Bitcoin, but is bullish over here. Let's see. Arnold, the man, the month, the myth. You mean the myth? Arnold, my man, longtime sniper. Sorry, I meant the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you back, Arnold, longtime market sniper, and my pal, my buddy. Hut, 2.5%. Hive, 2%. This is a daily chart because we'll look at the weekly chart too. But Hive has hit 3 of the 4 shorter term targets so far. This I'm pointing out circled here. This could be a higher low, double bottom, right? Let's flip over the weekly chart. No, let's stay in Hive daily chart and then MIGI daily chart. Remember, this could be MIGI double bottom. We got back above the trending dots, still above the trending dots. We could see a higher probability breakout in the near future on MIGI. We could possibly see. If so, it could fly, right? It really flew hard. It really pumped hard back here. MIGI buy signal to the top wicks, 600% in a little over a month, right? This thing could fly. We will see if it does or not. Now let's flip over the weekly chart. Weekly chart has a pending buy signal. Could be a macro higher low. Woo! Could be a low. Could be a macro higher low. Pending buy signal. Let's see if it gets back above the trending dots at 222. If so, there is a lot of potential on MIGI. MIGI, we're looking at the 200-week moving average. If all it did was retest the 200-week moving average and it didn't do anything else, that is basically, what is that, a 10x? Yeah, it's basically a 10x, 1,000% from current price right now as a potential, right? Call it almost 900% move from current price right now, right? If all it did was that. Bitcoin is well above the 200-week moving average over there. Let's flip over the weekly chart. For Bitfarm, it's still bullish over here. Has hit two of the 4 longer-term Bitcoin targets, right? So Bitcoin is above it. Bitcoin is up here at the 5th target, not shown as that. And if Bitfarm did something similar, you see that the 4th target is up there about $6. The 5th target would probably be eyeball test somewhere around $7.80. It's currently at $3.60. This thing could fly, right? CLSK has hit 3 of the 4 longer term targets and is currently ultra bullish on the weekly chart and has been, right? You can see when it goes ultra bullish, it can pump really hard for multiple weeks. It's hit 3 of 4 longer term Bitcoin targets so far. Woo, 28 minutes. Hey, Jesse Marcus Cyber here. Can we check Lemonade? Sure. Yeah, it gapped down on positive earnings, right? It gapped down on positive earnings. It's a longer term hold for me. We can take a look at it. Gap down like 26%. We've seen that play out time and time again. It's a short term, get everyone pumped up, right? For me, I bought stock. I didn't buy options on it. And I personally bought stock, and then it started to pump. I bought early and then added to the position, and then what happened was it started to pump. It was up like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20%, and then it dropped 26%. But for me, it's a longer term hold. So yeah, we can take a look at it. What else? Oh, that was Lemonade that we were talking about. Caesar. Kote Laparashvili. Oh man, I hope I'm saying it pretty close. Kote Laparashvili. What is your opinion about Adam? We can take a look at it if that's something you guys want to look at. Let me know. CLSK, we're gonna keep going. down 7% today, still ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Marathon Digital, still ultra bullish on the weekly chart for Marathon Digital. It's flashing on and off ultra bullish. It was ultra bullish. It's not ultra bullish. It's just bullish right now, but it's currently up 6%. Riot down 4% on the weekly chart. It's hit longer term target 1, battling to get back above the 200-week moving average. This is a low. This is a higher low. This is a higher low. Not confirmed yet. This low. This is a higher high over here, right? Higher low. So Riot has only hit one longer term target 1 so far. We're going to make it. Still bullish on the weekly chart. Wolf has not fully broken out yet. Still bullish on the weekly chart and still above the trending dots. Hasn't made a massive move yet. The 200-week moving average is up there all the way at $7.19. Iris Energy, bullish on the weekly chart, still above the trending dots. CIFR, Cipher Mining, pending buy signal on the weekly chart. This could be a low at 50 cents. This could be a higher low area over here. Still coiling and consolidating over there. Natural gas is the bottom end. Too early to say, but the daily chart at least could get a bounce, right? We already covered this, talked about it. And I think there's a buy signal, right? Or very close to it. Very close to a pending buy signal, I believe. What else? Lemonade down 27% today on positive surprise on earnings, right? Positive surprise. So that is the definition of market manipulation. It happens. This is why you don't go all in on any assets out there. I got in early, like I said, right? It was starting to flip back around at $16. Then there was a buy signal. Buy signal at $16.50. We're below that right now. Came back down, started pump back up, and then it was breaking out, went ultra bullish, and while it was ultra bullish, right? While it was ultra bullish, a positive surprise on earnings comes out and they gap it down. So there's nothing you could do about it. But my overall longer term thought is exactly the same as what it was before the pump up to $21. The double bottom, possible higher low. Could it come down lower? Yes, it could. Whether it's right here or a higher low down here, it's the same thought process for me, right? Same thought process for me. And whether you change down like that, maybe it could even come back down like that, right? So it is possible, even comes all the way back down. But like I said, it was lunch money for me. I didn't go all in, and there is a pending sell signal, but it doesn't mean it couldn't just reverse right back around. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Obviously, I don't give financial advice. You got to do your own research. And with that, that's what I'm personally looking at right now. And so we'll see. But that's Lemonade. What else? PayPal. PayPal did something similar, right? PayPal spiked up, and with a positive surprise on PayPal, they gapped it right back down, right? So again, PayPal did something almost identical as what Lemonade just did. It was pumping up hard, positive surprise on earnings, and they brought it all the way back down, slightly lower than that where the potential higher low was. Took it out, started to find support, and now we had a buy signal yesterday, right? So we had a low. We thought we had a potential higher low, started the pump, positive surprise on earnings, deja vu, right? That's why I wasn't surprised, but I wasn't taking profits on the ultra bullish on Lemonade because it's a longer term play for me. So I don't really care. It's kind of a bag holding for me. That's my own personal thing. Came all the way back down. If it was options, that's a different story. If it was options, I would have been out of it for sure. I would have for sure been out of it, especially coming in with the earnings, especially seeing what PayPal did. But for a longer term stock play, it came all the way back down, back tested the trend line, even went below it, and it started to find support here, and then could be a higher low. So buy signal starting to make its move slowly but surely, and that's what PayPal is doing over there. What else? What else? What else? What else? Rivian, probably similar to Tesla, right? But had that big move down, right? Too early to call it yet. Speaking of Tesla, let's switch over to the Magnificent Seven. And NVIDIA, flat, right? Kind of flat today for NVIDIA. Still in ultra bullish territory, kind of letting the trending dots catch up on the daily chart. Meta, flat. Still bullish. No longer ultra bullish, but still bullish over there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Well pronounced. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I got one. I got one right. I got one right. Oh, I got to pat myself on the back for that one. That's not my specialty. Posting charts, reading charts, swing trading, all that stuff. That would be my specialty. Name pronunciations is not my strong point. I know what my strong points are. I know what my weaknesses are. Good to hear. Daber, can we check on Litecoin? Sure. Yep. Can you check on Litecoin? Yep. Must have accidentally typed that twice. Huge leverage wipe. Yep. Options, right? Options play. BTC is back to 60,000. Good game, investors. Oh, you're calling it already 4K months? Oh, wow. A lot of people bought high and sold low. Alts got rinsed. BTC flushing, high leverage longs. Brent Southern, that is good for me. All right, let's keep going. There's going to be big moves, right? To the upside, to the downside on lower time frames. But overall, the monthly chart is ultra bullish. So expect wicks, expect massive moves, maybe 20, 30% moves all within a monthly candle, and it could still close bullish by the time the candle closes. Could be wild. If we go back to November 20th and December 20th and January 20th, there is 30% corrections while the Bitcoin monthly chart remained ultra bullish. There was still 30% corrections on lower time frames while the monthly charts continued to be bullish. Amazon, flat. Microsoft, flat today, but looks like it could be breaking down on the daily chart. This was ultra bullish. There was bearish divergence. There was a reverse candle. Has not hit ANF target 1 yet. Has not hit shorter term target 1 yet. Just missed it down here at 397. Could be a possible lower high. Could be a possible lower high. Had an RSI sell signal. You can see that it had Microsoft had bearish divergence picking up on the sharpshooter RSI 2.0. It picks up the divergences for you. Had the RSI sell signal back here on February 1st. It's been in this downtrend, even though it still remains bullish. Been in this downtrend, kind of telling us possibly before price starts to break down, right? Starts to tell us before price starts to break down. Possibly higher time frames are still bullish. Could be a shallow retracement. We don't know. Tesla, right, had that buy signal. We talked about it. We covered it. Bullish divergence. Could be finding bottom. Could be a higher low. Could be another higher low. And it seems to be on track right now. There was that buy signal on Monday, right? Yep, Monday. Apple down 1.5%. Apple is breaking down. So it looks completely different. Apple is breaking down. BTC to the moon. Daily chart is bearish, right? Apple daily chart is bearish. Weekly chart is bearish. So weekly chart, Apple, this upward trend line going all the way back to January 2023. So more than a year is currently breaking down. Something to be aware of. We've been talking about it. We've been covering it. This is a potential high. There's a potential lower high, right? And if you get weekly close below $181 on Apple, which it currently is below $181, the week doesn't close till Friday. They could always push it right back up. But it seems like it would take out that pivot and confirm this lower high over here. So that is Apple. Google down 2%. We have a pending sell signal on Google weekly chart, right? So Google weekly chart has a pending sell signal. Doesn't mean it couldn't push right back up, but it's something to be paying attention to, right? So even that longer term upward trend line all the way from March 2023, it is breaking down hard right now on Google. So a couple things to point out while we're watching some of these other assets. Bitcoin crashing back down to 6% positive. Weekly chart, ultra bullish. Daily chart, ultra bullish. Monthly chart, ultra bullish. 5-minute chart, it's gone, right? Everything's gone. 5-minute chart is crashing hard. On the 5-minute chart, you could always find a bear or bull case within a 5-minute chart dropped, let's see, 5, 10, 15, within 20 minutes, dropped 8%, right? So depends on what time frame you're on, right? So a lot of people are, what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to jump in and jump out based off of lower time frames. There's going to be some wild swings. Like I said, if you go back to the bull run of end of 2020 and early 2021, there were some massive moves, massive pullbacks, 30% plus pullbacks in a short period of time. And then it flips right back around and pumps up to the upside, and the monthly candle closes positive, right? So we will see. We will see. All right, we're going to circle back. Let's see. Let's see. Coinbase, AMD, Robinhood are having difficulties. Server error since the drop from 64 to 60K. Can't even buy or sell. Hope that doesn't happen when trying to sell the top. It could happen, right? So it's always a possibility. It's good to be diversified, maybe not, and remember one thing about Hood, right? I don't personally use Hood, right? I don't have any affiliate links whatsoever. So just take this for whatever it is. If history has anything to do, if the future has anything to do with history, Hood halted all sells on GameStop. When game was pumping and the big players, their true customers on Hood, were getting annihilated or losing billions of dollars, they halted selling on GameStop. Remember, Hood did that. They did a whole movie on it, right? I was there. I remember when they halted Hood. And I was like, I would never use this app ever again, right? So once you fool me once, you're not going to fool me a second time. Otherwise, it's on me, right? The first time, it's on you. The second time, it's on me. If you don't learn from that, that's on you. Don't come if you weren't around, if you weren't trading, investing back when Hood did that to GameStop, you better do your research, right? You better do your research, because if you were around and using the Hood app back then and you saw that they did that back in the game and you're still using it today, that's on you. Don't cry about it later, right? If you lose your money or they rug pull you or whatever it is, they take advantage of you, that's on you. If it happened the first time, that's on them, right? So that's shady business. I don't like it. I'm against it. It's really shady. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. They should have gotten in trouble for that. So what else? Wanted to add some alts on this slight dip, but can't sense exchanges are down. Well, you could try Coinbase, right? You could try Coinbase. I don't know if Coinbase is down. I haven't looked at it today. Well, I haven't tried to buy or sell anything today. But yeah, you might want to look into a different one. Obviously, I don't have any sponsorships. I'm neutral. I don't want you to, I'm not going to tell anyone to ever get onto a certain exchange or not to get off a certain exchange. I'm just going to tell you what I remember, and I'm going to tell you what, I haven't seen any issues on some other exchanges, but you could look in, if you're in the US, you could look in Coinbase or some other exchange out there that may have not had problems similar to Hood. But you got to do your own research. I'm never going to tell you what exchange to be on, especially with an affiliate link. I'm never going to do that, right? And by the way, I get hit up daily in the direct messages trying to give me 50% of the trading fees for affiliate links. I'm not going to do it. So people say, hey, it's free. We don't have Discords. We don't have blah, blah, blah. They make money off of you on the affiliate links. So no one's doing you any favors over there. I'm honest about it. There's a paywall to be in the Discord. It's small. I don't charge $100 a month. It's small, but there is a paywall, but I don't have any affiliate links. So, whatever. Coinbase is down too. Oh, is it? I haven't even seen it. Yeah, they're breaking the circuit breakers, but I'm still in it. I'm not panicking personally on Bitcoin or these crypto assets, but could be short term. We'll see. I'll have to take a look into it. That happened to me, but they refunded me when the server went down. Cool. All right. What else? That happened. What else? What happened? All right. Let's see if there's any other. Here, let's go back to Bitcoin. Let's go to the daily chart. Still ultra bullish. Pumped up above. Longer term target 4. Ethereum. Dot. Sand. Right? Let's see. Dot. Near. Breaking. All right. Yep. Still bullish. Yeah. So we're still watching it. We'll see what happens. Right. Could just be a short-term thing. We will see. Maybe they can't handle the volume. Right. So with that, we're already at 47 minutes. Let's see if there's anything you wanted me to chart. Doge, we could just take a quick glance at it. It was probably up 22%. Probably no longer is. It's up 11% right now. Ultra bullish on the daily chart. What else? Let's take a look at it. Any other requests? I think I saw a couple. I saw Adam. There you go. All right. We'll take a look at it. Got it here right on the chart. Still bullish on the daily chart, right? Huge wick up to 1170. Huge wick down to the 1060. It's crypto, right? Weekly chart is still bullish on the weekly chart, right? If you look at it, you've got a double bottom low here, pumped all the way up. Looks like it put in a higher low, right? And it's bullish on the weekly chart for Adam. What else? Litecoin. All right, let's take a look at Litecoin. I haven't looked at Litecoin. Let's see. Litecoin. There it is. Flat as of right now. We talked about this. Possible double bottom low, possible double bottom higher low, possible higher low. It's breaking out of this downward trend line and has a pending buy signal on the weekly chart. So that's Litecoin right there, right? I haven't put on the longer term targets for Litecoin, but I could put some on. I put a question mark. Would price retest the 200-week moving average? If it does, price will be back up at $103.87. So we will see. Pending buy signal as of right now on the weekly chart. And like I said, it's bullish on the daily chart as of right now. And there is a buy signal back there on the 24th. Anything else? Let's see. Why did BTC drop $2,000 in 20 minutes? Eric, the lower time frames are high leverage. It's a high leverage game. There's massive leverage, high leverage traders out there that are getting liquidated, right? So even at the top of 2021, there was $1 billion worth of high leverage liquidations within a 24-hour period of time. 1 billion, right? So it pumps up, it pumps down. So if you're a longer term investor, are you looking at the weekly chart, you're looking at the monthly chart, it's completely different than looking at the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart or the 5-minute chart, right? So the liquidation games happen on the higher time frames. And so whether it's 10x, 20x, people are using 50x leverage out there. People are now buying futures with Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is 10x leverage. People are buying Bitcoin options futures out there. It's like 100x leverage, I believe. I've never personally done it. 100x leverage, I believe. And it's a high leverage game short term, right? So it pumps up hard, it dumps hard, but what is the overall trend of the market short term, right? And there it is. It was, if we look back down, let's go to the 1 hour chart, just kind of show you what I'm talking about. This is a 1 hour candle, right? It's a 1 hour candle, pumps all the way up to $64,000 in 1 hour, drops all the way down to $58,700-ish on a 1 hour chart, right? You can see the last buy signal on the 1 hour chart was back here at $51,000 and has moved massively, right? There is bearish divergence on the 1 hour chart. It could come back but it could be a quick wick down, right? Could be a quick move down. 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, whatever. So if you're getting in at these levels, you're gonna feel some whipsaw, right? We don't like to chase the market as market snipers, right? If you were trading on the 1 hour chart, the last entry was back here, right? 51,400. There's been no sell signal since. And if you're chasing anytime when the candles are orange, you're chasing the market based off of emotions. You're not waiting for a higher probability move and buying around these levels down here. If you look at the 4 hour chart, even that's the 3 hour chart. If you look at the 4 hour chart, even as a shorter term swing trader, the last buy signal is back here at 52,850. If you're buying when it's ultra bullish, it seems like you're chasing the market, right? So that's all it is. At the end of the day, there's going to be so much news, so many narratives out there that gets pushed out. Guess what? That gets pushed out by the same bigger players who are liquidating late long positions that are high leverage. People trying to catch 50x leverage moves, they get wiped out. 20x leverage moves, they get wiped out. Bitcoin only has to move 5% for a 20x leverage move to get wiped out. So for example, pumps up to 64,000 and 5%, if they took a 20% 20x leverage move anywhere from above 60,700, they just got wiped out, right? So if you drop down to like 15-minute chart, you can see 60,700, right? So anywhere from 60,700 all the way up here and then comes all the way back down, they're getting wiped out, right? They're getting wiped out in a short period of time. 50x, 20x, 100x. So a lot of that's going on right now. So that's what I want to talk about, kind of talk about it for you. Morning from Australia, Mike G. Knew I couldn't sleep for a reason. What the hell did I miss? Mike G, welcome back. Longtime market sniper. Good to see you. Yep, just explained it, Mike G. You might have to circle back on that. It's in my personal opinion, right? It's high leverage liquidation games going on. And with that, we're at 53 minutes. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing with all your family, friends, and social media. I appreciate all of your support. With that, help me, help you, help me, and continue to support me. And with that, we will see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.